All right. Hey, girlies. So, this is lesson number 2, episode number 2 on looking expensive on low income. Boom. So, let's get into it. In this episode, we're going to be talking about your living space.
Living spaces.
We're going to be talking about whether you have a room, whether you have an apartment, whether you have a house, whatever your living space is, having a living space that looks luxury versus something that looks basic and poor and tacky. This is where you can really tell, someone's tax bracket almost is from where they live. And what I mean by that is a lot of people who are low income, poor, we'll just say a lot of poor people. I hate to say the word, but hey, a lot of poor people scream poor with the things that they have. So we're going to be kind of going over in this episode, we're going to be going over things to avoid and things to gravitate towards to make your place look more luxury and expensive on a budget, of course. On low income, on a budget. It is possible. So we're going to run the ad and then I will come back to you in just a minute. Hey girlies, so I just wanted to give you guys the opportunity to pick up a new side hustle, part-time job, or full-time income. I released a Patreon course where I show you guys how I make money online. This isn't about selling products or putting your face online or having to wait months to see any money. This is simply websites that pay you to do easy tasks. No survey websites, no low-paying, time-wasting websites. I have compiled a list of the best websites I've been using for years that literally generate me around $3,000 a month just from my laptop, working at home at my own time, self-employed. Not only do I show you the websites, but I also teach you how to make the most from these websites with minimal work. I show you the best tactics and the best websites to start with first. These are websites that pay you for easy tasks. You don't have to have any experience or skills in anything. Literally, you just do the work and get paid. All you have to do is sign up to these websites and immediately you can start making money online. So I always guarantee that you will be able to make $1,000 on your first month. So if you're interested, I have the link in the description for you to check it out. Thank you, and back to the video. Okay guys, so we are back. So this video is not going to be as long as our previous video, but yes, we will be talking about your apartment, your house, room, whatever it is. Obviously, if you are not happy or proud of your living situation, that is totally understandable, especially for someone on low income. And we're going to talk about government assistance in another video, because if you are really, really struggling to find a place to live, government assistance can help you with that between Section 8 housing, or there's something called, there's like subsidized housing. You really would just have to look into it. So if you really are needing help with housing, there are resources out there that can help you at least get on some type of a waiting list, or just kind of help you in general. Sometimes just renting out a bedroom, you can rent out a bedroom in someone's house for like $500 a month. So it can get there are different things that you can kind of take advantage of, different resources and stuff. So yeah, however, you may live in a situation that you're not super happy with, like with me living with my parents, or maybe you live in an apartment that you really don't like, and it may be like have bugs in it, or I don't know. I really just want to say, you have to be grateful at what you have, and you have to just work with what you have until you can get in a better situation. So with me living with my parents, it's not ideal, but I'm not going to live like, like I just don't care about myself, because that's not going to do anything positive for me. Taking pride in my living space, no matter what it is, there is definitely, it will make you feel better about yourself, and it's just the better situation. So I would always encourage you guys to just, be grateful for what you have, appreciate what you have. You could be sleeping on the street. I don't know, like, it could be worse. So try to just, try to close my door. Try to be okay with what you've got and make the most of what you've got. Okay? So before I got into anything, I wanted to talk about that. All right. So one of the first things I'm going to get into is cleanliness. Having, if nothing else that I mentioned in this video matters, I definitely want to emphasize cleanliness and being as clean as you possibly can be. Sometimes it may not be as good as others. I understand you have to go off of your own motivation, your own willpower, your own, you're the only one who's probably able to do it, so you're going off of your own strength, but it really helped me a lot in my adult life to incorporate cleaning skills, proper cleaning skills, and also just consistency with cleaning. Both of those things are very, very important. When you look at a luxury place, they are clean typically, right? When you look at the pictures and the videos, they are typically spotless clean. Now, I'm not expecting your place to be spotless clean, no, but to your standard is good enough, right? The thing is, a lot of these luxury places have maids that can come in and clean up regularly. So, when someone has money, they can just do that. And hey, goals. Whenever I, make a lot of money someday, when I become a millionaire someday, I would love to have maids come in. But right now, I do not have that, so I have to do that myself. And I have to have a positive attitude about it, because if I sit here and say, oh, I hate cleaning and then nothing's ever going to get done, and I'm just going to be living in a filthy house, and that's going to make me feel even worse, and it's just this spiral kind of thing. So try to have a positive attitude when it comes to cleaning. Find ways to look at cleaning as something positive instead of negative. So yeah. Okay, so yes, you're going to have to learn how to have a proper cleaning routine. Literally cleaning up every single day. I know it may sound like a lot, but literally that should be the standard. And I'm not saying like wash the windows and the baseboards and do this deep cleaning every single day. All I'm talking about is pick up. I have 2 kids, and I'm going to be mentioning my 2 kids, a lot throughout this video, because, that is where, this comes to play. I have 2 kids, so I know about messy. I know about, it being difficult to keep things clean, right? But it is better to maintain cleaning, picking things up here and there every single day, instead of letting it pile up and pile up. I used to clean up once a week, and I still do a deep clean once a week, but I don't like to just let mess pile up and pile up and pile up. You know what I'm saying? Once again, when you associate poor houses, when you associate low income, you're associated with dirty and things like that. And I know that may not always be the case, but just generally speaking, when you think of something that's expensive, you think it's clean. When you think of something that's poor, you think of it as dirty, especially when it comes to living space. So you want to try to incorporate keeping your space as clean as you can, because it also affects you mentally, and it also helps you to be productive in other areas of your life, and just, it feels good. Everybody likes to be around a clean space and a clean area. All right. Cleaning products. You can get cleaning products from the Dollar Tree. You can get pretty much everything you need. Cleaning products and cleaning tools. I won't get into this too much, but everything I've always ever needed came from the Dollar Tree. I don't really use anything. I mean, you can get maybe a Swiffer mop, or like they have these viral spin mops that you can get from like Walmart. I mean, they're not expensive to get those things, you know, or even a steam mop. My mom has a steam mop that we use. So like certain, you know, products that you could use to kind of help, you know, make your cleaning experience easier, then by all means, you know, but they have lower end version of all of those things, or it's just one of those things that you just kind of invest and purchase and get it, and then you'll have it forever. So yeah, I may have paid $30, $50, but I have it forever now, you know. And same with a vacuum. If you have carpet floors, a vacuum is definitely a must. I only paid like $15 for my vacuum. I have a Dirt Devil. I think it's something. It's one of those. It's one of those brands, but it's a stick vacuum. It's not even no big crazy vacuum. It's just a stick vacuum, and it is very, very inexpensive. And I got it from Amazon. All right, Scrub Daddy. Scrub Daddies are very, very cheap, and they are very, very excellent sponges. So, you know, for washing your dishes, people use Scrub Daddies for all types of stuff. You don't have to just use it for your dishes. You can use it for a lot of stuff. All right. So, next thing is smelling good. You know, you want your house to smell good, whether it's through candles, whether it's just the cleaning products alone. You know, a nice smelling kitchen or bathroom just speaks for itself, right? We've got deodorizers you can use. Just like fiddle around and find something that works for you, something that you like. Whether it's like those plug-in things, just kind of fiddle around and go with something that you personally like. Like I said, there's deodorizers that you can put in your carpet and you can kind of vacuum it up, but it kind of keeps the smell. There are, like I said, those plug-in air fresheners. My friend had like this air freshener that sprays like every 30 minutes. I mean, there's just like a lot of different things out there that can definitely help your space keep clean. Like Febreze is just not enough, right? You spray Febreze in the room, cool, but it's just gonna last for like, you know, 2 minutes at most. So, you know, I do like to find things that can keep your space clean ongoing, you know. So those are just some options. Some of these options you can get from Dollar Tree. Some of these options you might have to get from other areas, but pretty much that's what that is. Okay, so because obviously smelling, you know, having a place that smells good is very, very important when it comes to cleanliness and just everything. All right. Once again, when it comes to cleanliness, you notice in these luxury apartments, nothing is out. You don't see anything. All you see is furniture. Everything is kept away. Some people may even say it doesn't look lived in. It doesn't look like home. I like that. I want my space to not look lived in. Now that may not be your style, but you know, like for example, Kim Kardashian's house. I'm not a big fan of her house either, but you're noticing there's nothing out. You don't see papers and you don't see food and you don't see this and you don't see that. It is just furniture. So definitely keep track of that. The secret is storage. Storage is going to be your best friend with stuff like that. That is the secret to, you know, keeping things out of, you know, plain sight. So the next thing I kind of wanted to talk about was unexpected guests. I know you may not, you know, have guests and things like that, but you may not have guests and things like that, but at the end of the day, you want your place to be clean on a standard to where if somebody were to come over unexpectedly, that you wouldn't be totally embarrassed. All right. So next thing I'm going to get into, I'm going to talk about a few little things. Minimalism. Usually when you see a luxury apartment, it looks minimalist. That's all I have to really say about that. It kind of is associated with the furniture thing. You're not seeing things da 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 da. Obviously, if you're a maximalist, then do you. You know what I'm saying? I'm more of a minimalist. I think that having less is more. I think that I'm not a full blown minimalist, but I will say luxury equals minimalist, poor equals hoarder. Once again, that may not always be true, but generally speaking, generally a hoarder is someone who's probably ain't got a lot of money. It's almost like a scarcity kind of mindset. Typically, someone who's a minimalist has a lot of money because they know if they don't need a lot of stuff. If something breaks, they can just replace it. They don't need to keep it. So just practicing the art of minimalism can really help with stuff like this. Once again, it don't have to be extreme, but if you can kind of just get rid of a lot of stuff that you don't need and use, or a hoarding closet that you have, and da 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 da, it has helped me tremendously when I tackled my personal hoarding problem, because I have one, or at least I did. Maybe I still have it, but I got rid of a lot of stuff, and I feel so much better. Okay, the next thing I want to get into is color scheme. You usually kind of see a color scheme going on. Maybe just a color, like black or white or beige for some people, or whatever. Some people's color scheme is pink. Whatever. Kind of just sticking to a certain theme and just kind of sticking with that. I recommend that if you have kids, especially small kids, dark colors, black and gray are my main colors. Okay. So yeah. And then the last thing with this section I want to talk about was inspiration. Obviously, I can't tell you how to decorate and style your place. That is personal. That is up to you. That is up to your own personal style. I can just give you kind of tips on how to elevate and how to make things a little more luxury. Or if you are completely lost, just give you some ideas of where to start. But I'm not here to tell you, oh, you need to decorate your room like this, this, and this. You need to decorate your apartment like this, this, and this. I'm not going to tell you what you need to do with that. Okay? So that's why I say inspiration. Looking at Pinterest, looking at TikTok, apartment tours, blah, blah, blah. Gaining inspiration on your own definitely helps you to elevate your space. When you make a list of what you like, when you save pictures and this and that, and you kind of have an idea of what you like, instead of being like, well, I don't know, just, So yeah, okay. The next thing I wanted to get into, now we're going to get into specific rooms. Kitchen, okay? So I wanted to talk about plastic ware versus glass and ceramic. Okay, you're going to want to avoid the plastic stuff. And I don't mean like the styrofoam or like plastic, like disposable plastic. I mainly mean plastic that is reused. And I think you know what I'm talking about. I'll try to put pictures. I don't like the plastic cups. I don't like the plastic plates. They come in different colors. Some people have all the different colors. I don't like it. The only occasion you should have it for is if you have toddler. If you have toddlers, okay, and you don't want them breaking your dishes, okay. Other than that, being grown and eating off of stuff like that is just problematic to me, and it just makes me itch. And I'm sorry if I'm calling somebody out, honestly. Don't take it personal for all these things I really say. Take it with a grain of salt. Take some things, leave some things. It's up to you. But these plastic things, they have, over time, like they may be fine originally, but over time they develop scratches and they get stains on them. Like spaghetti stains things very, very bad. And when you have like Tupperware, or just like I said, these plastic bowls and plates, and they have the scratch marks from your fork, and it has the spaghetti stains, and that never come out even after washing them, it's just not a good look. They smell off. They smell weird. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Okay, you're not gonna see stuff like this anywhere near luxury. You can even go to a luxury hotel, go to a luxury restaurant. Use that as, a guidance, and same with hotels when it comes to your room, your bathroom. I love getting inspiration from luxury hotels for stuff like this, right? But you're going to see clear glass. You're going to see white ceramic plates. You're going to see stuff like that. Okay? You're not going to see plastic from a mile away at a luxury restaurant. Okay? So, avoid the plastic. Stick with glass. You can get glassware from the Dollar Tree. And I recommend, if you're going to get them individually, get them in like even numbers, like just maybe get 2 or 4. Don't get 1 or 3. Get a uniform amount, because what you don't want to do is just be buying a bunch of different types of stuff. Then you have all this mix match stuff. If you're going to do it like that, do them in pairs or in quads, and boom. Even better, my grandma likes to do this thing where she'll like decorate the table with dinnerware, even if we don't eat off of it. And we usually don't. It's usually just there for decoration. Now, you don't have to do all that. That's kind of doing the most a little bit, but it's just one of those things that looks nice. So yeah, you can get a lot of this stuff from Walmart, Amazon, and even the Dollar Tree. It's just really, really sticking to the basics, clear or white. Same with forks and silverware. I don't necessarily recommend silverware from the Dollar Tree. I've tried their forks and they're not really it. I would get my forks, my silverware from Walmart. You can get like a pack for like $20, or Amazon, very, very cheap as well, for something very, very nice. Okay, you can even go a little step further and get gold. So that's kind of what I'm wanting to do, is like get gold silverware. But yeah. All right, the next thing I want to get into is peel and stick. Vinyl wrap for different things. This will come up pretty much in every room that I mentioned, because anything can be, covered. So I see a lot of people put the peel and stick surface things on their cabinets, their backsplash, and their countertops. And really, if there's anything else that you want to transform, then by all means you can do that. Now, obviously, if you're living in an apartment, you have to be mindful of what you're able to do and what you're not able to do when it comes to your security deposit and things like that, things that are reversible, and when you move out you can take those things off, right, without it causing any residue or things like that. But I see a lot of people do this on TikTok, and I am going to do it when I move into an apartment. I already use peel and stick stuff for things that I already have. So yeah, it definitely can elevate, a basic looking kitchen to a pretty decent looking kitchen. A lot of people like to do black cabinets. They like to do like a marble kind of print for the countertops, and they're waterproof, they're grease proof. It can withstand the wear and tear of being in your kitchen. And if not, you can just peel them off and re-stick them. I don't know. But yeah, those are definitely things that you can use to elevate your space. I also wanted to mention mood lighting. Mood lighting is another thing that will definitely be just mentioned throughout this video. I said this video is going to be short, but actually this video is very, very long. But we're going to try to get it under 30 minutes, or like at the 30-minute mark. So what I really love is that look of like a light going underneath the cabinets. I think that's like really, really cool looking and really, really luxury looking. I like that. So yeah. And same, here's the thing. I don't want to see snacks and food and random stuff out on the counters. Once again, it's up to you, but me personally, like, less is more when it comes to that. Try to have a designated space for those things. Let's move on to bedroom. So I actually want to mention furniture. you actually can get furniture from Amazon. You can get pretty much everything you need when it comes to furniture from Amazon. And that is literally my plan, is to get all of my furniture from Amazon. Now, if there's a cheap Amazon place, I mean, what am I trying to, if there's a cheap furniture place that you know that is in your area, by all means, check it out. Go with that. Some people even go the route of going to thrift stores and using Facebook Marketplace. You guys know how I feel about used things, but you know, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. Sometimes you can get stuff literally for free from Facebook Marketplace. You can find a bed for free. I guess it just really depends on who it, you know, the availability and things like that, but you can literally get nice, decent stuff for free. And then another thing I did want to mention is, I saw this on TikTok. Sometimes luxury apartments, or maybe like really luxury homes, if you have a car and you have time to kind of drive around and do some dumpster diving, yes. I'm not saying get inside of a dumpster, but a lot of times people put stuff on their curb, stuff that they don't use anymore, and that is another thing that you can do, which is free furniture, especially if you kind of know how to like fix something up. But a lot of times people throw out stuff, the rich people mainly. I'm mainly talking about rich people. You want to go to their places where they throw stuff out, because typically they're just throwing stuff out that they don't even want anymore. It's not necessarily broken. See, poor people, when we throw stuff out, it's broken, it's in horrible condition. You can't do nothing with it no more. Like, it is truly like meant to be thrown out. But rich people throw out stuff that they just got a new furniture set, and the one that was 2 years or 5 years old, they're just going to throw out, and it's still in very, very good condition. So that is definitely something that you can do as well. You may not be able to get obviously everything from there, but yeah. And then here's the thing, when it comes to getting used furniture, be wary of bed bugs. Definitely be careful with stuff like that. This is another reason why I don't necessarily love used stuff, is because problems like this can happen. Bed bugs, or maybe even lice or something, can live inside of materials. So just do your due diligence with that. Okay, bed. You definitely want, you know, sheets, comforter, pillows, pillow slips, all of those things. Just having them in general is a step in the right direction. Because I've been over people's houses who, you'd be surprised, they don't have fitted sheets. You know, they don't have a comforter. They don't have proper pillows. It's giving straight up ghetto. I just don't like it at all. Like, you can have that, but me personally, I'm gonna at least have those things. I get those things from Amazon, so that's just what that is. And yeah, there's not much to say about that. Once again, I also like getting black or like whatever, but I really kind of just get whatever's available, because I usually just go to Amazon and I go price low to high, and honestly, whatever is like the lowest price that is like decent to me, I pretty much just go with that. So I kind of just wanted to mention that. Next, accent pillows. Now, surprisingly, I don't really use accent pillows as much as I used to, and you know, you can get a lot of accent pillows from Five Below that are pretty decent and things like that. But I will mention that it's up to you. You know, stuff like that, I would say it's up to you. It definitely adds something, and it is nice, but that's your own personal choice. I personally am not using accent pillows actively right now. All right, next is well, I mentioned things like having a tall mirror or having a vanity and things like that. I mean, I think those things are personal style, and it just, yeah. But I'll tell you what, I have a tall mirror in my room and I love it. Some people put tall mirrors in their living room. I just feel like having a tall mirror in general is just nice. Like, I can't really explain it. Like, full body mirror, you know what I'm saying? It's giving something. And I just wanted to mention that. All right. Mood lighting, once again, we want to like stray away from ceiling lighting, and we really want to get like different lightings, different little lights, lamps and things like that. You can get different lights from Temu. Has a lot of cool mood lighting and stuff like that, and like Amazon, Shein, da 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 da. Okay. Next, peel and stick. Once again, you can put peel and stick stuff on old dressers, on a nightstand you may not like, things like that. Some people even do a literal accent wall. So that's up to you. All right. We're going to kind of try and speed through this because we're at 27 minutes. I put in my notes adult bedroom vibes. If you're an adult, now you don't have to abide by these rules, but there's kind of rules when it comes to a bedroom. Having a bed, typically a queen or a king size bed. I think a queen is just decent enough. A nightstand, a lamp, a TV or whatever. So just kind of sticking with the rules of what goes into a bedroom definitely just makes sense. Rugs, you can get rugs from, let's see, Walmart, pretty decent with pricing. Five Below is just unmatched in my opinion. Now they don't have big room rugs, but they have like just rugs for a certain specific area. They have small rugs, they have medium-sized rugs. They're just $5. They're not just the most amazing rugs in the world, but they're not the worst either. I always deal with Five Below rugs. And to be honest with you, when they get dirty, I just kind of throw them away. I know that's not sustainable, and the sustainability people are going to come and get me, but I don't really care. I throw away a lot of stuff and whatever. Okay, I also kind of want to mention, I didn't mention this before, but let's mention the portable washers that you can get. I think those be very, very handy when you don't have a washing machine and a dryer. You can use a portable washer, okay, and kind of put them in your bathtub or whatever, right? And I wanted to mention, you can go to Shein, Temu for decor. You can also go to Dollar Tree for decor. Five Below is very good for cheap decor. So yeah, I'm not a big maximalist, but they have some cool stuff here and there. Okay, closet. We're going to speed through this. Closet. There's this thing called the Target Closet Hack. You can look it up on TikTok. You can take advantage of that and do that if you want. I don't know if it's renter friendly, so use that if you want. However, you may not have the time or the energy or even just want to do that, so that's really just up to you, but it's a cool option. Next is put your nice designer stuff on display. So we talked in lesson 1 about DHgate. You can get designer pretty much all types of stuff: purses, shoes, clothes, blah blah blah. Obviously, I would suggest, putting those things on a display to where, obviously your closet is one of the least looked at places when it comes to guests and things like that, but it matters to you. You see your closet, and I think it definitely makes you feel better and makes you feel good when you see your shoes on display and this and that. You're feeling like Carrie Bradshaw or something. Okay. The fuzzy rug in the closet, just gonna eat every time. You don't have to do it. You don't have to do a rug in general, but I just wanted to mention that. I also want to mention a stool or a mini chair in your closet, only if your closet is big enough. Now, if your closet is super small, you can't fit anything like that in it, don't worry about it. Next thing I want to talk about is clothing rack placed outside of closet. Do you have a clothing rack? Do you place it outside of the closet? It can either look pretty decent or it can look really tacky. So it really just depends on how you keep up with it. I say if you're not good with keeping it looking nice, just don't worry about it. Just fold it up, put it in your closet. But if you like to keep stuff like trendy clothes that you buy, then do that. I used to rely on a clothing rack as my closet back in the day, and it was such a horrible situation. So I'm glad I have an actual closet. And to be honest with you, if worse comes to worse, you know what I'm saying? Instead of having clothes sprawled all around your room and stuff like that, just throw them in your closet. Of course, I will. In a perfect world, our closet would be like super clean, but sometimes your closet is there to just take the clutter out of your room and just hide it away. My closet also kind of works as a storage for that reason as well, to keep hoarding out of my actual room that I see every day. Some stuff I put in my closet, some storage things or things I don't use all the time, so that it's out of sight, out of mind, blah blah blah. Okay, the next thing is living room. A lot of these things are just going to be reiterations of other rooms. Couch pillows definitely are nice and great to add. Magazines on a coffee table to use as like a coffee table book. You can get free magazines. Like I get all types of magazines for free. Vogue magazines, all types of stuff. You just have to figure out how to do that. I'm not going to do a video about, I'm not going to talk about that right now, but you definitely can get all types of magazines for free. Your TV, utilize your TV to display nice luxury images. They have this thing on YouTube now where you can go on a live, or they have these like 8-hour long videos of just literally like a luxury house that is like right by the ocean or something like that. It started out where it was like people would watch that to go to sleep because it was like rain and stuff, and I still use it for that reason, but they also have just random nice luxury settings, and I really love to put that on, and it definitely elevates my room. Bathroom color scheme, Temu and Shein for decor, peel and stick for countertops and things like that. There's not much I have to say about bathroom. Obviously, just cleanliness goes for all of these rooms. Bathroom, if you're not going to be clean nowhere else, your bathroom needs to be clean. If you're going to slack on everything else, try not to slack on your bathroom. Okay, next. Kids room. All I will say about kids room is just, if you have kids, right? Have a cool thing. Have fun with it. Keep it clean. Teach your kids how to clean up and be regular about that, and keep the toys minimal. Tell your kids to pick up their toys every day before they go to sleep. Boom. And, my kids have a ton of toys, and honestly, I'm trying to get rid of like half the toys that they have. We can always buy them more toys, but they have way too many toys, and I think that can definitely be a big issue with mess, is when you have too much stuff. Sometimes it's hard to put stuff away when you have so much stuff. This is why I believe in minimalism. So I'm definitely going to be getting rid of a lot of my kids' toys. Office, I want to mention that. Maybe you work from home, or maybe you're just a gamer or something like that. Pinterest, Temu has a lot of cool stuff for gaming. I saw a YouTube video where a person did their whole gaming setup from Temu, so for a fraction of the cost, basically. And then you can get a gaming chair from Amazon. Once again, all your furniture you can get from Amazon. So that is it, you guys. I think that is all I have to say about apartment stuff. I don't think I have anything more to say, and if I do, I just will maybe add it into the video, or do another video or something. But I'm pretty sure this really this pretty much takes care of all of that. So I hope that there are some things that you guys can definitely use as inspiration. There's some things you can use, there's some things you may not use, but these are definitely things that I like to incorporate or will incorporate. And definitely, having a luxury space or a luxury looking space does not have to cost a lot of money. Surprisingly, it can be affordable, and that's all that matters. So thank you guys for watching this lesson. We are wrapping this up, and I will see you guys in my next video.